Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2020 with Southampton. It is the final 2 games of Season 3 and we have a very good chance of actually qualifying for the Europa League proper. If we don't, we might and probably will end up in the Europa League 2 for next season. Not that there will be another set of YouTube videos, but I'll probably continue this save basically after I've finished recording it. So we have played 4 further matches in between episodes, and if we take a look at how well we've done, move myself over to the other side, we have done alright. We beat Everton 2-0, Oxlade-Chamberlain and Moussa Djenepo with the goals in this one. We then lost against Chelsea. We did score, and it was Callum Chambers, but we absolutely just got battered against Chelsea. Against Spurs, 0-0 draw. Should have won this. They had 1 shot, we had about 15. Couldn't score a goal. And then against Norwich, a 1-1 draw. Johnny Lundstrom scoring an equaliser in the 91st minute out of 94. Yeah, probably should have won that one as well. It means that the league table looks a bit like this, with just 2 games to go for us. Everyone else have got 1 game left to play because we are the Monday night match. So, Sheffield United are ahead of us by just 2 points. So a victory in our game in hand against Birmingham will move us up into 6th place. And basically, that's kind of where we want to finish. If we finish in 7th, we will be in the Europa League 2 because basically Man City have a Europa League 2 spot and they're currently sat in 5th. And it kind of makes sense. The 7th place will get Europa League 2 qualifications, I think. Unless it goes to the FA Cup winner or runner-up. I don't know. Anyway, let's play Birmingham. The starting lineup then for the Birmingham game will be Dominic Livakovic in goal. Callum Chambers, Soyuncu Salisu and Chilwell will be our back 4. Chambers, as you know, is basically playing because Kyle Walker-Peters is done for the season. Ibrahima Diallo will be getting a rare start as the regista with Hamza Chowdhury and Mady Kamara in front of him. Kamara's been out injured for a bit and fitness issues and so on, so he's not played as much football as he perhaps should have done, but he's still obviously very, very good. It's going to be Oxlade-Chamberlain on the right-hand side today with Djenepo on the left and Danny Ings as our striker, and wouldn't you know, we've got some more injury problems. This time, Harvey Barnes. He's damaged his knee cartilage and he's going to miss the end of the season as well. Not that he's really played too well since we've signed him. A 6.82 rating after just 17 appearances. A couple of goals and assists to his name, but yeah, he's not been particularly good, has he? He's not set the world on fire. Oh, and apparently we're on TV as well. Look at that. So our last 6 matches, 2 wins, 2 defeats, and 2 draws and a defeat. Birmingham actually doing all right. 3 wins and just 2 defeats, but they have had 2 defeats in a row. Let's hope that we can capitalise on this. This is interesting. This is a little bit more information than we normally get as well, isn't it? Because of the TV stuff. We don't normally see the league table. Danny Ings has been on a bit of a goal-scoring drought as of late. He scored 1 goal in like his last 10 games. So I was tempted to basically try and play somebody completely different instead of Ings up top. Maybe Ali Akman basically is what I was going to say. Oxlade-Chamberlain has the ball on the right-hand side. Goes backwards to Ibrahima Diallo, who I've had a look at the editor. Basically, I always do this. And he's got potential. I just never play him. Chambers has the ball in the penalty area for us. He goes back to Chowdhury. Chowdhury's going to go across, has to go across. Ibrahima Diallo now with it. Oxlade-Chamberlain, Danny Ings back. What are we doing here? Mady Kamara to Chilwell in the penalty area. He has to score. How has Ben Chilwell not scored? We won ourselves a corner. We did far too much passing in that move then, didn't we? Far, far too much. Oxlade-Chamberlain takes the corner today because of no James Ward-Prowse. The ball is headed clear and Birmingham can come forward with it. Villalba on that left-hand side runs past their manager, keeps going towards the Southampton goal, instead goes backwards to Ryan Gould, a player who I was weirdly looking at signing. Chilwell gets the ball off for a throw. Fair enough. Yeah, I was looking at signing Ryan Gould because obviously in the past he's one of those players that he's got some potential and he's actually pretty decent. But yeah, he's not as good as he used to be. We do need to win this game, guys. Like, a draw is fine and all, but if we win, everything is down to us. If we draw or lose, Sheffield United just need to win their final game of the season and they finish 6th. I mean, I'd love something to happen. Let's give them an encourage. Encourage is the one that I seem to go for most at the moment. It does work, as you just saw a whole bunch of smiley faces appear. There is a corner, though, for Birmingham. Gould takes that corner. It's a header clear from Salisu. It's going to be collected by Djenepo. He's got no support at the moment. A couple of players have now joined him. He's run off to that left-hand side. 2 in the middle. He's been kicked over by Villalba outside the penalty area. Going to be a free kick. Don't worry about it. I'm so confident I'm going to take a sip of tea. It's a free kick. Told you. No penalty. It's a free kick. It was outside the box. So we've still probably got a chance from this. I think Villalba might be getting himself a yellow card. Or is what's happening? Why are we walking all the way over? Okay, fair enough. There we go. Now Villalba's getting himself a yellow card. I don't know why we had to watch the referee walk over to the edge of the penalty area and then over to Villalba, who was near the centre circle. We've got the free kick then. It's number 15. It's going to be Oxlade-Chamberlain curling an effort into the front post, please. Would be lovely. It's towards the back instead. The ball is cleared. Chowdhury has it once again, though, for us. Is it going to keep this highlight alive, or is it just going to end? It's just going to end now, isn't it? Half-time, it is 0-0. We have been easily the better side, but we've done nothing. We have done absolutely nothing. Hands on hips. What specifically does it say? It just says hands on hips facing team. I'm not happy. People seem motivated. That is good to see. Danny Ings again on a 6-5. He's just doing badly. So is Livakovic, who's also on a 6-5. Ings needs to have a specific shout, although we'll wait for his smiley face to slowly disappear. Okay, it's not gone quite yet. You can't really see because it's behind me. I'm going to shout demand more at him. He's gone down to a 6-4. He's got a very big green smiley face now. But so far, second half has been pretty uneventful. So uneventful, in fact. We're going to do a sub. We're going to do Adams. We're going to do Adams on for Danny Ings. Do we take Diallo off as well? He's playing all right. He's on a 6-7, but we'll do that. We'll put Chowdhury into that position, because I don't know why. I just prefer Chowdhury as the regista. Not that he's any good as a regista. Neither is James Ward-Prowse or any of the other central midfielders that we have. This is going to be a draw. We need to go attacking. We need to do something. And to be honest, a draw and a defeat, there's no real difference. It doesn't matter what happens. If we draw, then... Oh no, mate. Maybe a draw isn't the end of the world. A draw might be the end of the world. We need something. Anything would be lovely. Just second half, anyone? No? Nobody playing football in this match? Literally nothing in this second half, has there? There's been very, very little, if anything, in this second half of football. It's a 0-0 draw against Birmingham. This is water bottle time, right? Am I allowed to throw a water bottle? We should have won. We were the better side. What did they say? You were not good enough today. That was the sort of match we should be winning. Okay, hands in pockets. What's hands in pockets? Just reluctantly. People seem motivated. Okay, well, we weren't good enough. We can't score goals. I need to shout at Danny Ings. So, because of that solitary point, Sheffield United are now in the driving seat for that final Champions League, Europa League position. Who are they playing? Who are Sheffield United playing in the final game of the season? Arsenal. Okay, are Arsenal actually fighting for the title? No, they're not. Liverpool have won it by a country mile, but Arsenal do kind of want to finish second, don't they? So Arsenal are still playing for something. We have to play bottom of the table Norwich, I think. No, it's not Norwich, is it? It's Villa. It's 11th place Aston Villa. That's not easy. So this is my squad. It's a mess. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a complete mess. Danny Ings has a 6.66 from his last 5 games. If we look here as well, form. Yes, he scored against Norwich, but a 6-3 against Birmingham, a 6-4 there against Spurs, a 6-3 going back a bit further against Fulham, a couple of 6.6s as well. We need to have a discussion with you, Mr. Danny Ings. He's very happy. Your form has been declining. You're right, haven't played too well. Score some damn goals. Is there anyone else on this list who's playing badly, who plays fairly regularly? I mean, Genepo, he's on a 6.84, which actually isn't awful. He has scored. But then again, we're doing it. We're going to criticise your form as well. You're right. Good. We've got 1 game left and we really need to win it. Well then, final day of the season time. We are at home against Aston Villa. 2 other matches that we need to keep a close eye on. Arsenal versus Sheffield United. That is the match that basically could mean we finish 7th rather than 6th place in the table, assuming we beat Aston Villa. We also need to keep an eye on West Ham versus Spurs, because if we lose, Spurs kind of have the opportunity to go ahead of us, but there does need to be an 8-goal swing, so we need to lose 4-0 and Spurs need to win 4-0 effectively for that to happen. Still could happen. We did beat Everton 6-0 earlier on in this season. Now, I would usually try and play a bunch of silly players for the final game of the season, particularly as this is going to be the final game of the save as well on YouTube. But I want to finish in the Europa League spot, basically, so we're going as strong as we realistically can. It will be Livakovic in goal. Callum Chambers, Soyuncu, Salisu and Chilwell will be our back 4. Ward-Prowse, Chowdhury and Kamara in the middle of the pitch with Oxlade-Chamberlain, Moussa Genepo and Danny Ings as our strikers. I'm tempted to actually do this. Let's give Gravenberch a game on the left. He hasn't played much at all this season due to injuries. So this could be the time for Ryan Gravenberch to actually get back in the match. Get back in the goals as well. He's not scored all season. Get in the goals as well. Makes more sense. There you go. Teapot stance. Here we go. I'm expecting a win. I mean, it should motivate some people, surely. This is something we could do. Can we just do select all individuals? Is that an option? Or do I need to now? I mean, it's good they've changed that to be the other way round, but now when I want to talk to everybody, not you, because you're already seeming motivated. This is the first and probably last time I'll ever do this. Let's do, I have faith to make the difference. It worked! It actually worked. I fixed a few more players. So realistically, we're not keeping an eye on the Spurs game, but we will need to keep a close eye on what is happening at the Emirates between Arsenal and Sheffield United. We need Arsenal to win that game, really. A draw will be fine as long as we can pick up 3 points against Villa. Although, to do that, we need to score some goals. Callum Chambers has the ball. Ward-Prowse is going to play it back to Livakovic. Bit of a worrying start to this highlight. Livakovic can kick it long towards nobody on that left-hand side. Gravenberch is going to close down Konsa. Montez to McGinn. Forward to Dan James. We've already played Villa recently on a camera, haven't we? Did we play them very recently? Is that Dan James? I'm not sure. Jones has the ball now. Back to Aribo. We definitely did. Bernardo with the ball forward to Jones once again. It's hit both posts and Chilwell can get the ball clear. What happened there? If I'd known we'd played Aston Villa recently, I wouldn't have had this game on camera. But anyway, it's an important game, so I'm gonna stand with it. What's happened here? We're seeing the VAR. It didn't go in, don't worry. I've just realised you can skip the VAR stuff up the top left. I've only just found that. Grealish with a free kick for Villa. Dan James outside the penalty area. Grealish gets it back once again. James finds Konsa on that right-hand side. Villa are doing absolutely everything in this game. Konsa kicks it straight into Salisu, who might be off in the summer. There's a lot of interest in Salisu. Kamara to Gravenberch. Gravenberch, I'd love to see a great performance from him today. Chilwell with it. He's gone... Nope. Chilwell might have just cost us Europa League there. Well, we're going to give him a shout. I mean, seriously, Gravenberch. What is wrong with you? Right, we're going to do St. Maximin because I don't like Janiper at the moment. He's annoying me. We're going to shout, demand more because we are doing nothing. It's been all Aston Villa. They're 1-0 up as well. St. Maximin has the ball, losing out to Konsa. Why? How did you not even control that ball? Lunyov now with it, the goal scorer, makes a bit of space for himself, goes for a long-range effort, wide of Livakovic's post. Still 1-0 to Villa, though. If everything stays this way, Sheffield United are winning. I've just seen Sheffield United are beating Arsenal. Jayden Braff with the goal. Spurs are also beating West Ham. This could be the worst possible end. Don't lose 4-0 and don't let Spurs win 4-0. Oxlade-Chamberlain loses out to Curtis Jones. Jones down that left-hand side, stops and plays it backwards. It's all Villa. It is all Villa. Jones is in on goal here. It's 2-0. I don't know whether he was offside. It's being called back for offside, but I think he might have been played on, you know? Goal disallowed. Okay, he was offside. The fullback, which is Chilwell, who's having an absolute shocker of a game, was very close to playing him on, in my opinion. Another chance, possibly for Villa. James to Konsa. Crosses the ball in, nick that away, Oxlade. He does. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain can run forward with the ball. Danny Ings is there with him for support. Plays it across to Danny Ings. He has to score. He's hit the bloody post. He's hit the bloody post. How have you not scored that one, Danny? Well, it's irrelevant what really happens here, isn't it? Because if Sheffield United win and we win... basically, Sheffield United need to lose. Everything needs to rely on Sheffield United losing. Chilwell's gone for goal. What a weird effort that was from the fullback. Straight into the hands of Martinez. It's not going well. It's really not well. Half-time then. 1-0 down against Aston Villa. We've arguably been the better side. That was the Danny Ings chance there where we really should have scored. We shouldn't be 1-0 down. Let's hands on hips. Show me something else in the second half. Gravenberch is nervous, but I imagine that's because he's injured. Do we also try and fix some of these guys? Calm. I don't want you to be calm. I want pump fists. There's a lot more to come from you guys. I don't think it worked. It motivated Oxlade-Chamberlain. Well, and what a surprise. First highlight of the second half starts with Villa with the ball. Chowdhury, those nicked that away. Danny Ings, he's going to run off to the right. He's been tackled by Aribo. And now Villa once again. Lunyov with an effort hits the post. Salisu smashes the ball clear. We have been garbage. We have been absolutely garbage going forward. We can't get it out of the midfield. Now, I'm not really sure what we can do. Let's change Ward-Prowse for Chowdhury. Let's just swap those two around. Maybe we do that as well. Have Ward-Prowse and Mazzala. Nope, we're doing this. There we go. Right, that's what we're doing. We're going to drop Oxlade-Chamberlain into the middle of the pitch because he's much more versatile. We can play as that Mazzala. He has played as the Mazzala for most of the season. So maybe that might change our fortunes a bit. Chowdhury to Mady Kamara, through to Danny Ings. His second chance of the game, straight at the keeper. Danny Ings has just lost all confidence. He scored 22 goals this season, and he can't seem to decide to put it either side of a goalkeeper at the moment. He just goes straight down the middle. Kamara gets the ball to Hamza Chowdhury, forward to Mady Kamara once again. Got 3 red shirts in front of him. St Maximin to Ings. St Maximin goes for a long-range effort, tried to curl it in the top corner, hits it wide. Those changes have already kind of fired us up a little bit in the middle, I think. Ben Chilwell was on a 7.0 rating, and he's the reason why we're losing. How was he on a 7.0? Chambers with the throw. Moussa Djenepo controls it. Is he going to go back to Chambers? Nope, tries to cross it himself. The ball is cleared, but Soyuncu's going to collect this and hopefully get the ball back upfield, all the way back to the Croatian goalkeeper. Salisu's going to go forward. Chowdhury. Chowdhury finds St Maximin on that left-hand side. Dribble it, buddy. One time I want him to dribble it, and he actually doesn't do it. Salisu goes for a very long ball to nobody. And then Martinez does a television save. So what is this highlight? Martinez kicks it out long. It's a header down from Watkins. Finds Curtis Jones. Makes some space for himself on that left-hand side. Livakovic easily saves that one. That wasn't the highlight, was it? That was the highlight? That was weird. Right, final change. Oh my word. Chilwell's injured and so's Ings. We've got 1 sub left. We've also had Gravenberch injured. Akman is going to come on. Let's give him a team talk. Can I pump fists? Faith in you to make the difference. It didn't work. Confirm it anyway. Ali Akman, if he scores now... Oh, Spurs have taken the lead again against West Ham. I thought that was Arsenal for a moment there. Nothing's happening in this match. Final 10 minutes of the game. We're going to change the balanced mentality to attacking. See if we can get anything from this at all. It doesn't look like it. It's going to be a defeat on the final day of the season against not a very good Aston Villa side, to be honest. Oh, are you actually joking me? So, Gravenberch, St Maximin, Chilwell and Ings all injured. That's ridiculous. That's 4 injuries in 1 match. What are you doing, Aston Villa? Make that 5 injuries now. Djenepo's off injured. I mean, we're finishing the match with 9 men. This 3 injuries, proper injuries. We've gone 100 minutes now. The full-time whistle goes. The season finishes with basically hospital football apparently being played by Aston Villa. So how were those? Like, how did these injuries happen? Can we find out? Can we then, like, I mean, I'm doing my post-match press conference and calling out the manager, I think. Final game of the season, water bottle thrown. There we go, because why not? Erno Lakkonen then, final game of the season. How did you rate the clash? I think most of the players were already on their holidays. Yep, Danny Ings didn't seem to have much luck in front of goal. He'll have better days. I wanted to shout about their just poor football, where they decided to just beat up everybody. I'm concerned about these injuries. Not that it makes a difference, because we've literally got no more matches to play. 5 injuries in 1 match. 5 injuries in 1 match. We finished with 9 men. Gravenberch, 5 to 7 weeks. That's another long-term injury. Twisted ankle for Djenepo. So hold on. This is a tackle. He was chasing the ball. So St Maximin groin strain, making a tackle. Ben Chilwell making a tackle. As a result of a tackle, sorry, tight groin. Okay, he's not really injured. The bruised ankle as well for Danny Ings. I mean, that is just a calamity. An absolute calamity of a final game of the season. Now, I still think we might be qualifying for Europe, because I don't know what's happening in the FA Cup. Let's jump to wherever the FA Cup is. It's Palace versus Leicester. Okay, so if it's Palace-Leicester, Palace are there. Leicester are in the Championship, aren't they? I forgot about that. So one of those two is definitely going to the Europa League too, I think. But Man City have qualified for the Europa League normal, so that position should drop down to us. So we might be in Europa League too. Let's take a look then at the end of season review. No little trophy. We could have had a Carabao Cup there, but no. We lost that one, didn't we? 3-0. Anyway, new arrivals first up then. A bunch of players who they actually liked. Oxlade-Chamberlain, star. So last season, okay, the star is the signing of the season. Right, that makes a lot more sense. So Oxlade-Chamberlain signing of the season. Soyuncu as well had a very good year, 7.11 rating. Chowdhury played a lot of football, getting almost a 7. Tanganga there, by on a free, as we've seen before. Chambers, Harvey Barnes was just the worst. What else have we... I mean, a lot of players joined, didn't they? Keiji Yamada, he's got 16 appearances already playing in Spain. Gareth Bale is there. He scored twice. They were both in the Carabao Cup in one match, actually. Kolasinac, Hugo Felix didn't play a game. I don't really want to go through all of these. Does it have the sell of the season? It doesn't. And loans out, a whole load of people going out on loan. Sort by average rating. Who was the best? It was Callum Slattery at Barnsley. But you can see there, Appiah and Unlandulu both scoring ridiculous amounts of goals for Gillingham and Sunderland, respectively. This is good to see. This is good. Board confidence of a B-. The board are delighted that the team achieved a top half finish. That's better than a top half, isn't it? That is, we challenged for Europe. FA Cup, we lost to Brighton. Not happy with that one, which is fair enough. And they're delighted that we got to the final. Just a bit annoyed we didn't win it. We did have a very easy run to get there. Moments to remember then. So, the 6-0 win against Everton was the biggest win. Match to remember, 3-1 against Liverpool. I'm amused by this because that was the goal where Ricky J. Jones scored his only goal of the game. Goal of the season is Mady Kamara against Birmingham. We will take a look at that goal. I think this was very early on in the season, wasn't it? It had to have been because we've literally only just played Birmingham in this episode. So yeah, this had to have been very early on in the season. 7 minutes on the clock, Kamara scores the goal. So, we're seeing everything. I just want the goal, please. Here we go, we've got the goal then. St Maximin with the ball, down towards Kyle Walker-Peters on the right-hand side, back toward Prowse. It's going to go back to Chowdhury. Over the top, Chilwell on the left. It's going to eventually find Kamara. First time shot with his left into the back of the net. Very good goal for a player who I wasn't expecting to score as many goals as he did this year. Finances then. Anything interesting on here? No new sponsorship deals or anything like that. The biggest shirt seller is Oxlade-Chamberlain, Ings, Ward-Prowse, Chowdhury and Mady Kamara. I love the fact that Mady Kamara's on there. That just makes my day because he's a player that I found. Everyone else, everyone knows of Hamza Chowdhury, everyone knows of Oxlade-Chamberlain, and obviously Ings and Ward-Prowse are already at the club. But yeah, Mady Kamara's like one that I've created. I haven't, but you know what I mean. So how we lined up, we basically played that all season. I think there was a couple of matches where we played something slightly different. But yeah, that is our best 11. Livakovic, Chilwell, Soyuncu, Salisu and Walker-Peters. Diallo in there, which is a bit of a weird one. Fair enough. Ward-Prowse and Kamara, St Maximin, Djenepo and Danny Ings. I mean, it's pretty much the same as you'd expect, apart from Diallo maybe for Chowdhury or Oxlade-Chamberlain. Then you can kind of just rotate all those three. The accolades then, look at me winning Manager of the Month and come in second place in March as well because Liverpool have a bias against them. I won 3 matches, they won 3 matches, but Liverpool were obviously the bigger side, so their manager gets the award. Fans Player of the Season is Salisu and Young Player of the Season. Signing of the Season, as we know, is Oxlade-Chamberlain. Kamara, Goal of the Season, as we know, Danny Ings with 23 goals in all competitions. St Maximin with just 5 assists. I imagine most of them were penalties. Chilwell, 4 Man of the Match awards, an average rating of a 7.2. There you go, they've sorted they've fixed the rounding issue for that then. So Salisu is our best player in theory. Ings, most goals, most clean sheets, obviously is Livakovic. 16, that's a lot. Chowdhury with 11 yellow cards. And Oxlade-Chamberlain smashing our record transfer and nothing in there. So this doesn't ever get included as the end of season awards, but it's quite nice to see because obviously we've played 3 years, so this is all of our players. Livakovic is our number 1 keeper with Forster as the backup. Chilwell, Bednarek, Salisu and Walker-Peters also on the bench. You've got Soyuncu and Bertrand by the looks of it as defenders. Romeu, Kamara and Ward-Prowse as the starters. Oxlade-Chamberlain is in there on the bench. Djenepo, St Maximin, Shay Adams. I'd like to point out Shay Adams, right? In the 3 seasons he's been here, he scored 14 goals in 3 seasons. Danny Ings, Mr. Daniel James Ings, I don't know if it's James, he scored that in 1 season. That was his worst season. How is that not Danny Ings? 16, 14, so that's 30, 40, 53 goals he scored, and that's just league goals as well. If you actually include all the others, so 18 in all competitions, 19 in all competitions, 23 in all competitions there, Danny Ings should be that striker. There's no 2 ways about it. Well, that then is going to do it for this episode, this season and this series with Southampton. As I said, I'm probably just going to carry on playing this save anyway in my free time. So I might every now and then just kind of do like a weird little update video of like, hey, so here's what happened in the next 3 seasons as I inevitably get fired and end up playing for managing Burton Albion or someone. Anyway, Thank you very much for watching this episode and this series. If you did enjoy, do please remember to leave a like. If you're new here and you want to see whatever I'm going to be doing next, which I don't know when it's going to start exactly, but basically next up is going to be Rupel Boom, which is a team in the Belgian 3rd Division. And I'm going to hopefully try and build them up to be one of the best teams in Belgium, but also, as part of that, kind of build Belgium up as well, although Belgium's already pretty good. But that's going to be the next series. I don't know when that's going to come out. I've also got plans for a few other series as well. I just need to basically get round to recording them and doing them. So yeah, hopefully the Rupel Boom won't be too far away, and also some other things as well. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Do remember to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, ding the bell as well so you get notified whenever the next video is released. And I'll see you in the next one.